Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So you've probably seen all those crazy affordable watches on AliExpress. You know, those stainless steel titanium cases, sapphire crystal glass, automatic movement, and you can get all those for under $100. So sometimes it makes you wonder, how is that even possible? Why are so many people buying Chinese watches from AliExpress instead of spending a lot more on big brands? Well, in today's video, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about why people choose Chinese watches, what makes them appealing, and whether they are actually worth your money. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, if there's one word to sum up the whole video, is this: value. People buy Chinese watches because they simply offer so much for so little. Relatively speaking, you can get a watch with sapphire crystal glass, stainless steel case, titanium case, ceramic bezel, automatic movement, all for under $100. Brands like Pagani Design, Cadison, Addis Dive, Steel Dive, Cronos have been killing it in this space. Now think about it, a Seiko or a Citizen with similar specs could easily cost you about $300, $400 or even $500 or even more. But Chinese brands? Well, they give you that same experience for about a third of the price. It's basically the best entry point for anyone who wants to start a watch collection without breaking the bank. Now, another big reason is, of course, the design. A lot of these watches are what we call homage. They are not fake or they are not replica. They are inspired by luxury models such as the Rolex Submariner, the Omega Seamaster, or even the Tudor Black Bay. So if you always love the Rolex look but you can't justify spending that 10,000 or even 20,000 US dollar, a Pagani design Submariner Homage perhaps can give you a taste of that style for under $100. And we're not talking about just dive watches here. You'll find dress watches, chronographs, pilot watches, field watches, you name it, they have it. And for many people, me included, it's a fun way to try different style, see what you like, and maybe one day move on to higher end timepieces. Now let's go back to a few decades ago. The wording "made in China" had a bad reputation when it came to any product, toys, electronics, and also the same for watches. But now that's changing fast. We have brands like Saint Martin, Steel Dive, Philida. They are creating watches with excellent finishing, reliable quality control, and even custom designs that aren't straight copies from the higher end pieces. On top of that, we have YouTubers and reviewers, viewers like all of you, showing how good some of these watches have become. That kind of watch community actually builds trust, and people suddenly realize that, hey, these aren't junk anymore. They are actually solid watches. Another big reason is with the rise of internet and e-commerce, it makes the AliExpress more accessible to people for anyone, anywhere in the world. We can buy directly from the manufacturer, no middleman and no extra markup in terms of prices. We get global shipping, buyer protection, tons of discount during events like the 11/11 sale or the anniversary sale. By the way, 11/11 sale is coming up soon, so keep your eyes on that. So for many watch collectors, this is just convenient for them. You see a cool watch on the AliExpress website, you click buy, and boom, 2 weeks later, the watch arrives at your doorstep and you can put it on your wrist and be glad that you have a new watch already. Of course, this is not all perfect. The biggest issue with Chinese watches is the inconsistency. If we're talking about the same model, one might be flawless, while another perhaps has misaligned markers or quality control issues. Sometimes you can have the second hands drop off from the dials and things like that. The after sale service can also be a hit or miss. I remember I read in a forum before, someone talks about trying to make a refund, but the seller just will not entertain them. So if something breaks, you're not exactly sending it back to local service center because you have to send it to China, which is the other part of the world. And let's be honest here, some of the designs from Chinese watches, they are a bit too close to luxury watches. So if originality is important to you, the brand is important to you, that might be a turn off. But at the end of the day, most buyers are okay with that trade-off because for the price, these watches are still amazing value. So yeah, people choose Chinese watches from AliExpress because they give you a lot for your money, tons of variety, and surprisingly good quality these days. They are fun, affordable, and accessible. It basically opened the door for so many people, me included, to get into the watch collecting hobby. Now, would I recommend them? Absolutely, but just know what you are getting into and buy from trusted sellers on the AliExpress platform. Now, if you ever bought a Chinese watch from AliExpress, do tell me your experience in the comments below, whether it's good or bad. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more watch review and discussion in the future video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!